beautiful souls. I'm excited because today I feel like it's not so much of an individual message. I feel that it is very collective. If you guys remember, all right, so new moon, no, excuse me, it was full moon in January, and I posted about how it was full moon was in Cancer, and it was an opportunity for us to kind of like all that old baggage was coming up and ready to make sure that we made a clean slate. Well, that was the same day my puppy got attacked, followed by the next day he passed. That was not the way I intended or expected it to come. Even as an intuitive, we get surprises too. I mean, that's a part of our evolution and growth. It'd be fantastic if we could delegate our whole way through and foresee everything. But we're as human as everybody else, right? And what was interesting about that, it was when my dog passed, pain has a way of resurfacing old habitual habits. And what was really beautiful about it for myself, and maybe whatever you guys had encountered, because I remember also getting a message during that time that somebody else was having a hard time flooding or trying to purge some of that stuff. And the angels wanted you to know that they were with you. What I learned from that, it was really, it was unexpected. It was a lot of turmoil, a lot of grief. And in that, I recognized how fast that shadow can want to and would try to manifest its way up. Fortunately, and I think for many of you guys, if we're all kind of on the same timeline and energy, was able to recognize any of those old energies surfacing. And when it did for myself, I could immediately go, wait, I've already been down that. The guilt, the shame, the blaming, the whatever. I've done all that before. I recognized the little devil, I'm trying to think, trying to come in again. And in doing so, it hyper accelerated to that purge. It really, I was able to recognize how much growth I've actually done. And in the last month, I've been able to finish purging at least what I think was the old, and be prepared to step into, at least this is it, handle situations, react to situations, respond to situations much different than we have before. And that was what I think much of January was here's a test. Are you ready? Have you done it? And if you haven't gone through all that, or else you're coming through that, a year is a year. A full moon for me is just because I feel like there is some energy. I genuinely feel closer to spirit. But regardless, time, they don't have a concept of time. We're humans. We're the ones that made the concept of time, right? So, long story short, that's what we are kind of moving through, because I do feel like we are entering into a new timeline. Now, what I have for the collective today, and what's so exciting, is that in that new way of responding, the new way of perceiving, the new way of acknowledging pain and opportunity, is actually giving us a brand new clean slate. It's like, I feel spirit. So for the new year, spirit had suggested, one messages there was, remember, you are the creator of your world. How do you want 2020? How are we going to manifest it and kind of use law of attraction? Today, the message that's coming in, it's so beautiful. And it's because it's for everybody. I got, it's time to blossom. Like, I really do. Because of all of that we went through, the wisdom that is carried, it's like not only a blank slate, but I saw the lotus flower. Now, to me, that's very significant because the lotus resembles a lot. And if you guys know the story behind the lotus, it can only blossom through the murky water. Somehow it's like purging through all that shit and coming to the light and finding its way to the light. Now it's the time to blossom. And it's a blossom in like this purity. You can go forth in pure essence. It's just a brand new purity. This was big too. Whatever you've been wanting to manifest, I feel right now is the time to go forth and do that. You can bring whatever it is into fruition, from thought to actual material. And what's going to, it's like, I feel like you have all the tools. You now, all that shit you've gone through and new responses. And if you don't feel like it yet, as a collective, I think we're coming. If you haven't, you're on your way. But you have the tools. And whether you know it or not, you're a very, very powerful manifester. Meaning, if you know what you want, you can get it. What's going to be huge with this is collaboration. I feel like people around you, finding like-minded individuals, are going to be very supportive on this. And I think it's going to drive your idea into reality, whatever that may be for you. And in essence to all that, yes, you have all the tools, but I think the biggest tool is your desire. It's the passion, it's the fire behind it. That is going to be the biggest thing. So weird. I saw something on Facebook the other day. It was something about the alphabet and it adds up. And there was one about knowledge and it was 96. And then there was one about intelligence or something, and it was like 98. I don't remember it. I'm probably ruining it. But then there was one that was like, these are all great, but they don't hit 100%. The attitude equals up to 100%. Coincidence? I don't think. That's what's going to drive this, is the passion, the attitude, your belief, and strong knowing that you can. And it's time. I feel like it has never been a better time to bring whatever you've been thinking about into light. I think there's been a lot of fear that's hindered, and whatever happened last month throughout January, and maybe transitioning, you're coming out of it, potentially, or else you have. This is it, because you know how to deal with those setbacks. Because now you know how to look at things different. It is a great time to acknowledge your growth and what you can bring towards, to the table. It's I feel like it's Spirit's way of saying, good job, what would you like? Your wish is my command. And it's always been like that. However, with the laws, even law of attraction, there's many other laws that play synchronized into that. And I'm fully aware of that because that's what I kind of experienced before. What did I bring in to lose my dog? It wasn't about that. And now I'm getting off track. It is a great time to bring what you want to life. I say go make it happen. Keep that passion alive. It's a brand new era, a brand new you. So much love. Till next time.